Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new Europa Universalis for Let's Play, going to be known as the Horde will ride. This obviously is to go alongside the Austria campaign that came out probably about maybe 6 hours before this, maybe 0 hours before this, and you watch this one first. I really don't know. Haven't decided. But anyway, we're going to be playing as Konlu, or this nation, as I'm going to call them, mine. And the reason I pick this, just to let you guys know, is that I think they're one of the harder tribes. Because up here, I mean, you are out on the edge of the Timurids, but you could probably, I mean, like, any of these are really, they're really squishy. Whereas I'm next to the Ottomans, Mamelukes, and Timurids, and I feel like this is going to be harder. And as you all guys know, I'm not exactly the best U4 player, for the most part. I mean, I know what I'm doing, but I'm not the best. So we're going to be playing as Konlu, and we're going to be hoarding it out, basically. Let's have a look at the settings. The settings are normal. That is nothing, that was just me pissing about earlier. Yes. So let's play. Let's get on with it, or play, or whatever you want to say. Now, of course, if you have watched my Austria, or the Emperor is here, that's the one, campaign, you'll have noticed that the first thing I did was do this. And this is selecting vital areas that you want. And that is obviously the first thing I'm going to do again. I actually selected, so this is the area I want. So my first thing that I want is to expand in these directions. Now I'm not going to set any more because I've now figured out what the actual thing happens of it. Which was a little thing I didn't realize. And so yeah. That basically just shows the AI what your vital interests are. And of course, if you click on the AI, they tell you where theirs are as well. So it can obviously tell you people's opinions of you. Now obviously we start out rivaled with the Ottomans. We also start out rivaled with the Mamelukes. The Timurids, however, don't mind. So we're good. I mean, they view our land as strategically interesting. But, or strategic utility. But are not too fussed, I wouldn't say. They're not willing to get themselves pissed off with me just because I'm of it. But we can also do trust. We also have the trust favors and all these options on AI that you click on. Trust, of course, is I'm guessing the same as it always has been. It's just now it's shown. Favors is what you use to prepare for war or increase trust in your allies / people. Well, yeah, it's allies because you only gave favors allies. Of course, we can also manage our attitude to telling them what we think of them, so we can try and keep them as a friendly. So if we set ourselves to friendly with them, it's showing that I want to become friends with the Timurids. Where if I set myself to hostile with the Ottomans, it shows that I do not like the Ottomans. And whatnot. So I'm not gonna fucking show that with you. I will do that with you, however. Oh yeah, if you don't, the AI picks it itself, so... for now, I would like to stay friendly with Georgia. I don't want to kill them yet. Anyhow, let's get back to the main aspect. So this is going to be basically to test the new Horde mechanics and see how well I can do with them. Because we have a tribe, the only estate we have. Which means it's going to be a lot harder to play with them. Or, well, just use them. And also, how much autonomy does it kick us up to when we have an estate? 50. So I mean, I'm guessing 25 is our lowest without estates. And anywhere we have an estate, it kicks up to 25. Oh, 50, sorry. So that's interesting. It's definitely a bit different from the other ones, but that's expected. It's meant to be. Now we have, how many men? We have 17,000. We have 11 ships. I'm going to trade you in Basra. The Timurids, of course, I would like to improve relations with, whereas this asshole, we could start a day one tribal feud with and try and take all their land straight away. I have no clue how bad of a decision that was, but I'm fucking doing it anyway. Now, that is basically it. I'm going to put the game on 2-speed for now, because the game, even 3-speed's a bit quick. We're going to meet in Mosul. So the main aspect is to reform our government first, of course, and then Persia is probably the next place to go. Now, our armies are not mostly cavalry like a horde-based army can be. But, yeah, so we're going to just attack with the men we have. We're going to create a general, more than likely, at 2-2. That beats his 2-0, so... Yeah, we're going to try and become friendly with the Timurids. Hope that they do not murder me for what reason they could. And also, now feature this, I have not been able to show in the Austrian, because I have not declared war yet, is that a battle will take here on the 30th of December. You get warnings if there could be a battle in a specific province. As it says there is, and he's not actually going to get out, which means there will be battle there. So basically, it's just like a pre-warning. You will see battle here if you do not get out, or it's to warn. It's basically to tell you that there should be a battle here, but you can check if the AI will get out first, and whatnot. So it basically just tells you. I believe it counts all your allies and everything. So it just basically shows you whoever's arriving there first, that there will be a battle started upon their arrival. And I would say this is kind of a slaughter. Put the game up to free speed now because I feel relatively safe in what I'm doing. Fucking show the army, please. Attach a siege and move on. Now, of course, I am deadly scared of the Ottoman. But, yeah, I cannot set rivals because I already started the fucking war, which is a mistake on my behalf. I doubt I would have been able to rival these guys, though, so it's not a problem in my opinion. We're going to leave that there and move on. You move there. And we're going to send ourselves directly at their capital now. The Ottomans are not doing anything as of yet. Now, we have really limited ourselves to the only ally I can really see is the Timurids. And the only chance of getting them as an ally is if I'm able to push my relationships really quickly with them. And even then... Yeah, see, they consider... Wait, they consider one of my provinces to be of vital interest? No, they don't. It's strategic. It's strategic utility. They don't want to kill me for any of my provinces yet. And we're going to move the rest of our men to... Actually, we're not. We're going to move you two to there. We're going to keep you out and keep you off of the attrition. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to slip my army, attach a siege, and just leave. Actually, yeah, I don't think we've got enough men there. Let's just move all my men back. Fuck it. We'll do it. We'll be fine. So they're now up to minus 18 opinion with me, which is good. They do not, obviously they don't like because we're a neighbouring heretic. Oh, we're a Shia. I did not know that. That's probably something I should have known or noticed. Which means we are not the same religion as everyone around us, which basically is a problem. And of course we could not convert to another religion, which means we'll have to either make do or become, we'll make do. That's the only way we can do it. Now, you can interact with your estates by supporting them, contributing warriors, so they lose 10 loyalty because they give you warriors. Of course, there is reasons to do it. We can raise a host, which starts construction of 5 Eastern Sworn Cavs, so basically just 5 units of cav for no money, and it'll take only 25% of the time. And recruit a minister, so obviously you get a guy from them, but of course you lose, or they gain stuff. Gaining influence is a bad thing. Let me make that clear. Gaining influence is not something you want to happen. It's something you would prefer not to happen. But if it does happen, you cannot complain at, in a way, if you understand me, if you understand the reasoning behind it. It's not something that you can prefer to happen, but if it does happen, just to make sure it does not go above 80%. It goes above 80% where you fucked, pretty much. Now, the long goal of the this campaign, the name of the campaign I forgot already. I'll have to rewatch the beginning of the video. But the main goal, or short-term goal, is to form or to get through, like I said, well, actually, get through my interests, get the land I've asked, I think I should probably put all of Shivan there. This is my main first goal. My second goal is to form Persia and reform our nation. Reforming will obviously take a while because it requires a power up to admin, and we also have to complete either economic, innovative, and administrative. So there really is it's a while away. And also, one thing I need to do is actually no, we're getting enough military power. I don't need to put that up. I was going to, but we have enough. It's not a problem. Now, striking at enemies before they can strike at you is always a good thing. And striking at weak people like the Georgia, we should definitely take that into consideration as a early attack. Now, we have finished off the entirety of this Sunni power. Annexing them will piss off people by -15, of course, but we'll annex them, take all their money, force a religion on the capital, and that's it. Now, of course, we have grown, which is not a good thing, really, because the Ottomans now see that as a problematic at best. Now, of course, coring everything is something we need to do. Of course, call the biggest ones first. We also have Horde Unity, which is something we didn't notice. Horde Unity changes by -3 every year due to... what's this? Oh, we can now loot, can't we? I do not know how to do so, though. We'll figure out that one day, or soon. Probably soon will be... The sooner the better, of course. But yeah, so we now need to set rivals, because I did not set them to begin with. I'll set the Golden Horde, but I do not really feel like... You know what? Fuck it, Mamluks as well. Right, there we go. It's gone away, which means I don't have to set any... the game's not going to press me to set any more. So we'll issue an embargo to the Golden Horde, and that's what we'll do for now. Georgia would like to offer an alliance, because I am maintaining a friendly attitude towards them. This tribe only has 31%. They need at least... They expect to control at least 33%. So I will give you control of this. There we go. And then they've shut up because they have just over what they require. I'm going to say no to Georgia because, as I said, we have no immediate... I do want it, but I've not set them because I feel them to be somewhat of a wild card. Because my opinions on them can change rapidly. Because I don't know if I want to directly kill them or make use of them in some way. But for now, we've finished our first war, and I believe I can merge... let's keep these armies away from each other for now. But yeah, so we're losing slight money. Also, we now have the automatically raised maintenance during war button, which is beautiful. Which means I can turn my forts off, and at war, automatically raised. That is brilliant. That is honestly the best thing that this game could have, even done. Now, I have no clue how... to do the... raiding, so that will be very interesting how to get that happening so I don't lose too much tribal or Horde Unity. Because Horde Unity is definitely a problem. The game wants me to form an alliance with Shivan. Well, I don't want to, and I'm not going to. Actually, would they let me vassalize them? Probably not, no. Protect our brethren in Khorramabad. Where the fuck's that? God, no, that is a bad idea. Protect against the Mamelukes? Yes, we'll do that. We can have an army that size, of course, but I do not want to stress my manpower out too much. By stress, I mean use too much of what I've got left. Now, I'm going to try for 15k armies. So I'm actually going to let down this army by 3,000. And by move them over to here, of course. I'm not going to get rid of them, that would be stupid. Oh, well, that would even... Actually, I might have to get rid... Yeah, I'm going to have to get rid of one of them. Because that is against what I want, and I'm going to get these 4 cavalry units first. Now, the good way to do this is you can press these buttons here, and they will recruit units and they will come directly to your army. Which I think is brilliant. I mean, it's like the best thing they could have done. We can... oh, yeah, this is an estate thing. So, these are the provinces with their estate. We cannot give the capital, of course. I think these are the ones with their estate. Yeah, not the ones that are greyed out. Or got grey on them. Our religious unity is, of course, abysmal. Which I'm going to guess is affecting my unrest level. Yes, it is. Of course it is. It's destroying my unrest level, of course. Of course, getting claims cause done is my priority. So that is what we'll do. I would really love to know how to raid game. That would be... brilliant. So if I was to say, give my cavalry an army of their own... Nope. It's nothing to do with that. Well, I have no clue then. I would love to know though. I mean, so if you would like to tell me eventually, that would be brilliant. And I'll figure it out on my own. It's best if I figure out my own anyway. So, yeah, we'll need to do that, of course, soon. relatively soon. Also, we have the Horde ideas, so we take less aggressive expansion and years of separatism is less. We didn't really gain too much aggressive expansion. Timurids are not too bothered about, well, not really bothered at all about our, what we're doing. So yeah, that's very good of us, or very good for us. Of course, having too much Sunni land is going to be a problem. We now have 2 equal 10,000 man armies, which is very good. Well, it's not very good, but it's good enough. Now, how we raid. I really should figure this out, shouldn't we? So let's do that. Let's try and figure out the raid mechanic. We have people in Armenia being annoyed. Ah, so we do not have the best... why are you so annoyed? A base of +7 for some reason. I will have to sort that out. So I will sort said problem out by leaving an army there. Finding out, sorting this Horde unity is definitely a concern. I mean, it's a 90, but I would like to obviously keep it as low as possible. So finding a way to do that would be lovely. Looting and raising provinces. So is that a tribal war then we have to do? Because I'm guessing that is how we loot and pillage. I do not know. But of course we're having some Armenian separatist problems. And apparently there's some Ottoman separatists, which... Oh yeah, Ottomans have a couple of claims on me. Of course, sorry. That's even worse. Claims would have been okay. Cores are problematic. But if we're going to have some rebellions, so we need to deal with rebellions first. I have no clue how long this campaign is going to be and whether or not we're going to succeed, because it is my first time playing as a Horde, and yeah, this isn't going to go well, I know that much. But we will do our best. Or as best we can. Very surprised that these guys have not, the Armenians have not popped up yet. Maybe this first day war is a bit aggressive. There it is. And they're only 3,000, or at least one of them are. The second one's a bit more ambitious. So I'm going to set my sights for him early. And we're going to get there a bit early, but our second army should pretty much cover this. We have better shock and better thing, but no, we're still losing morale-wise. And as he's in the mountain, which is going to prove really ridiculously hard to get out of, or deal with him in. And it was a fort as well, which means, yeah, my forts didn't turn on for that. So I'm actually going to apply all my forts now. Due to the fact that that was so bad for me. Attacking into mountains though, yeah, we've got no choice. Or no clue. Or no, well, we've just got no hope of doing that well. And we could easily succumb to more rebels soon. Which makes this very problematic. Your mountains as well. Move to here. Yeah, this is all mountains. So this is going to be very problematic. Of course, he's going to do what he wants and have his way with our land. And of course, we're going to have to siege this back, which is a problem in of itself. So we're going to need to take care of this army pretty quickly. He's an Armenian separatist, of course, so he is the worst of the rebels. '23rd, 26th. So we're still getting there a couple days behind. So hopefully we'll be able to pull this one out and win it. It's got to hope with our dice rolls, really. So, we're technically winning. I think we won that. There we go. We won that one. But we sacrificed a lot of our men in doing so, which means we're probably going to have to just stay stable. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are unfortunately going to have to end this part here. If you guys have enjoyed, remember to comment down below whether or not you like this series and if you would like to see more of it. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. See you guys then.